I will delete you!
Hi everyone and welcome. I have a wonderful guest on this week's show. I've been a fan of this guy for over 20 years now, which is depressing. Initially as part of his run with the tag team The Hardy Boys, where, let's be honest, he was overshadowed by his kind of flashier brother Jeff. But when he was allowed to kind of break out on his own, he had the version 1 gimmick and he had the Mafax, which were kind of much before the Chuck Norris thing became popular. And then TNA, of course, with the Broken Matt character, he created that whole Broken universe, and he's shown a willingness to kind of reinvent himself and really commit to a character that not many people can. He's one of those guys, I feel like if he was 6 inches taller, maybe 50 pounds heavier, he'd be the most popular guy the WWF or WWE has ever seen. There's no one else in that roster, maybe with the exception of Mick Foley, has gotten themselves over with 3 different characters 3 different times. And he's back now in the WWE as Woken Matt. And as you'll hear in the interview, this isn't the final form. I know most people want him to go back to the Broken character, and it's something he's looking to do. And he's looking to introduce new characters, the likes of Senor Benjamin, Vanguard 1. And he's also got a couple of new people he wants to introduce to that as well. So without any further delay, here's this week's guest, Woken Matt Hardy. Matt, it's a pleasure to speak to you. I'm just wondering, with a lot of the fans in the WWE universe not being familiar with the Broken character, and then you've got, a section who know all about it, how difficult is it from your standpoint to reintroduce this character when half the audience already knows everything about it and half the audience doesn't know anything about it?
Yes, it's probably, I obviously knew that going in, and obviously the WWE knows that going in, and we've tried to do things where it was as easy to understand as possible. I think one of the frustrating thing is some of the people that are extremely smart and are in the know that knew things before got so frustrated that things didn't happen faster or more immediately when they fell to realize that there's a whole huge percentage of WWE Universe that have never seen any of this, and we're trying to bring it along and put the WWE spin on it or whatever. So that's obviously a little frustrating in some ways because those fans are often the most vocal. But you just have to steer the path. You choose a point that you want to get to, and then you have a starting point, and then you steer the path. You might take a U-turn or change direction a little bit, getting to your final destination, but you never take your eyes off the final destination. And I am absolutely confident that we're going to get there, and that things will work through and through. And it's going to be just it's going to be nice once things click on all levels.
And just for someone who's as creative as you, like we've seen a number of reinventions of your characters over the years, how do you feel like to just reintroduce things like Vanguard 1 or Senor Benjamin, do you think that there's going to be additional things that we haven't seen before, and is that something you're working on at the moment that you've been given license to do?
I mean, yes, you're going to see these Senor Benjamin and Vanguard 1s and the cast of characters that you did before. And I have a ton of other things that I would like to add and introduce. And I mean, that my goal is to get to a point where, as a performer, I constantly change, I constantly evolve, and things are added or different or new, where it's like you have to keep up with what I'm doing to make sure you're in the loop. That's my goal.
And just the Woken and the Broken Matt Hardy characters, they're one of the last few, real, the likes of The Undertaker, Kane, or Bray Wyatt, the last real characters in the WWE Universe. Is there any of the younger talent, even in the locker room or from NXT, coming to you and asking for help? And is that a role you'd be interested to move into in the future?
I do believe so. I mean, I have no idea what the expiration date of my body will be, but obviously I've been doing this for 26 years. So it's I certainly have a lot more in the rearview mirror than I do going ahead. But yes, I love the art of professional wrestling, sports entertainment. So yes, I'm sure that I would like to contribute on the other side of things behind the camera. And actually, I think I actually may be even more beneficial on that side than I am being in front of the camera when it's all said and done.
And finally, we're very much on the road to WrestleMania now. The bell goes for your match this year. Ideally, who's standing in the opposite corner to you?
It's very interesting. Without going into too much and trying to give spoilers and whatnot, I'm going to leave that to say that I'm excited for WrestleMania to be a very unique match.
All right. Thanks very much, man. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you.